Now back to the crossover with Marlon Jones and Armand Williams.
All right, welcome back to the crossover. Marlon and Armand, KDUS 1060. Subscribe and follow us on our social media accounts on both YouTube and Facebook at the crossover 1060. All right, our next guest is probably the only person, like I've said this before, I'll say it again. She's probably the only person you'll ever see who's Oklahoma State alum as well as a GCU alum. She's a cowgirl and an antelope. She's a cowalope. She is a doctor, nurse practitioner. DN, is that right?
Yes, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Doctor of Nursing Practitioner. Yep, DNP. She's no relation to Marlon. Amanda Jones, Dr. Amanda Jones. Marlon Armand, how you doing, doctor?
Good. It's game day, y'all.
It is game day. You're the Oklahoma State alum. I know that you're excited about today. I understand that you're, I'm going to leave that alone.
I know where you're going.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Game plans. Game
plans.
It's game time for you. You excited about the game?
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. Anything can happen. So just from a sports fan standpoint, taking the emotion out of this one, it's exciting because both fan bases are a little nervous about their teams this year. It looks different. The transfer portal changed everything. Oklahoma State lost some key players, but, they've historically done very well defensively on the road, non-conference. And so I'm excited to see what they do. I also want there to be a competition. I have a hierarchy for rooting for teams, and it's part of my integrity and ethical values to root for the home teams. So ASU is somebody that I like to cheer on, and so I think it would be great to see a rivalry develop there, selfishly, so I could see both teams play.
Well, it's got to be a tough situation for you because you do like taking on the home teams or where you're at. You've been in Arizona for a while, and eventually, ASU is going to stick, and you'll want to cheer for them. But obviously, next year ASU's going to the Big 12.
I know, yeah.
So
it's easy
Arizona,
before.
Yeah.
Now I got a dilemma.
ASU, U of A. Yeah.
It was easy to cheer.
Colorado.
It's easy to cheer against U of A. That's
stop.
That's not even difficult. That's easy. That's easy work right there. But to go back to you cheering for ASU, now. Like Armand said, it was easier.
How's she going to cheer for ASU when they're going to be on suspend? They're going to lose all them scholarships
because she lives in the greater Phoenix area,
okay.
and she's going to cheer for ASU.
She'll cheer on her lovable losers.
Yeah, hey, you know what?
They take their bumps.
We're going to take our bumps. We'll see. That's tragic in awaiting.
It is tragic, but it sucks for Arizona State, man. It really
it does, especially
for the kids. Yeah.
But, man, what you going to do?
Yeah.
Well, I'm always going to cheer for my team. I just want to see a good game. I think it's possible. There's so many things that are possible, so I hate to make a prediction here, but I do think that if Oklahoma State gets a solid lead, what I don't want to see is what we've seen historically where we just try to kind of stay safe. I want to see them play an explosive game. I want to see them work on these. They rotated their 3 quarterbacks out last time. Everybody got a chance to kind of get out there and stretch their muscles, and I would like to see, what we kind of settle on during this game. Also, same with ASU. They have a lot of movement and changes in their program, and it will be interesting to see the growth. I think there's always an opportunity when there's some shaky ground, and I'd like to see who rises to the top for both teams.
All right. With that, I thought that we'd go ahead and have a little bit of fun today and play a little game between Amanda and Marlon, Dr. Jones and Mr. Jones. And I like to go ahead and call this, how well do you know your Arizona Cardinals? The Arizona Cardinals get ready for their upcoming matchup against the Washington Commanders. And I'm going to go ahead and have Amanda and Marlon go ahead and play against each other. This is a little trivia game. All right, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's have a little bit of fun, don't we? Shall we? All right. Man, I'm going to ask you the first question. We'll just kind of go back and forth, and we'll tabulate the scores at the end of this. So first question, Dr. Jones. The Arizona Cardinals were originally founded as the St. Louis Cardinals, Chicago Bulldogs, Pottsville Maroons, or the Morgan Athletic Club. They got the St. Louis Cardinals, Chicago Bulldogs, Pottsville Maroons, or the Morgan Athletic Club.
So I think they're the oldest in franchise history. Is that correct?
One of the oldest, yeah.
I think it was St. Louis Cardinals.
St. Louis Cardinals? That's your answer?
It wasn't?
No. Actually, yeah. The
It was
actual
Chi-Town,
answer is
right?
no. The actual answer is the Cardinals were founded as a Morgan Athletic Club back in 1898 and are the
What?
oldest continuously run professional football team in the United States. So that's an X for you. All right, Marlon.
That was a tough
You
one.
ready? Yeah, it was a really tough
I
one.
feel
That
like I
was
got partial credit for knowing that they're.
They are the oldest
Yeah.
franchise. Yeah, you were correct on that. So we'll give you partial credit for that.
Ain't
We'll grade
partial
on the
credit.
curve a little
No,
bit.
this ain't horseshoes.
All right. Marlon, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. What year did the Cardinals join the NFL? Here are the choices: 1920, 1960, 1980, or 1940.
1920.
1920 is correct. The team became a charter member of the American Professional Football Association, so it was originally the APFA, which 2 years later was rechristened to the National Football League, the NFL. So Marlon's up 1-0 on Amanda.
I feel like you cheated off my paper because I gave you that answer.
She's off your paper.
Amanda, you ready to go ahead and make up for that one? Let's see if you can make up for it. All right. Question number 3. Which Cardinals running back set an NFL record with 40 points in a single game? Is it David Johnson? Is it Ernie Nevers, Otis Anderson, or Edgerrin James? Which Cardinal running back set an NFL record 40 points in a single game? David Johnson, Ernie Nevers, Otis Anderson, or Edgerrin James?
I'll select D. I do not know the answer to this.
So Edgerrin James?
Yeah.
That's incorrect.
How many questions are on this exam?
The actual correction, the actual answer. There's 4. The actual answer on Thanksgiving Day and Thanksgiving Day. You would never get this. Thanksgiving Day, 1929. 1929. Yes, 1929. Superstar running back Ernie Nevers scored all 40 points. Yeah, he never probably scored 40 points after that game, but he scored 40 points on Thanksgiving Day on 1929 in the Cardinals' 40-6 victory over the Chicago Bears, an NFL record that still stands to this day.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. All right, Marlon, your turn. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Which QB led the Cardinals to their first Super Bowl? Oh God. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm just reading the answers.
Can we just talk about
well,
my
I'm not
game
even
day?
gonna.
I'm not with the choices. I want the choices.
Carson Palmer, Jake Plummer, Matt Leinart, or Kurt Warner. Come on. I'll just give it to you. We're moving on. All right. Let's move on. I'm not even going to read. I'm not even going to read. Okay. Okay, man. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Which Arizona player organized the safety blitz or originated the safety blitz? Was it Ray Ramsey, Aeneas Williams, Larry Wilson, or Dick Night Train Lane?
Larry Wilson.
Larry Wilson. You got it. She's correct. She's on the board, guys. In 1960, defensive coordinator Chuck Drulis crafted a play that called for a free safety to take part in the blitz. The play was codenamed Wildcat. Bear down. But Larry Wilson became so identified with the play that Wildcat became his nickname. Larry Wilson, I didn't know his nickname was Wildcat.
I didn't either.
All right, Marlon, you ready for the next question?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, and how many consecutive games did Larry Wilson have at least one interception? Here's the choices: 7, 8, 6, or 5. How many consecutive games did Larry Wilson have at least one interception?
What was B?
8.
I'm gonna go with 8.
All right, 8 is incorrect. The actual answer is 7.
7?
Close.
Okay.
7. Hall of Fame safety Larry Wilson played his entire 13-year career with the Cardinals. In 1966, he had at least one interception in 7 consecutive games en route to a 10-pick season that led the league. That's crazy.
His jersey number was 8, so I actually get points for knowing his jersey number.
There you go. Exactly. Well, okay,
I see what you're doing.
I'll give you a point
just
with
like
Dr.
my
Amanda
style
Jones.
here.
All right. All
I
right,
see what
Dr.
you're doing.
Jones, you ready?
Yes.
All right.
No, but yes.
Here's this question. How many playoff games did the Cardinals win during their 28-year stay in St. Louis? Here's the choices: 6, 9, 0, or 3. How many playoff games did the Cardinals win during their 28-year stay in St. Louis? 6, 9, 0, or 3?
3.
3? That's not correct.
Was it 0?
The actual answer is 0, yeah. They advanced to the playoffs just 3 times, 1974, 75, and 1982, never winning a single
So
game.
they advanced 3 times.
They
I feel like I should get credit for that, Marlon Jones.
They made the playoffs. They didn't win.
They didn't win.
Yeah. The question was how many playoff games did they win? They got to the playoffs
0.
most
No, I
occasions,
know.
but they
I'm just
Well, you just what? You
campaigning for some
try to
points.
manufacture some points here?
I mean,
Look at the bright side. Oklahoma State's probably going to beat Arizona State tonight. All right, Marlon, you ready?
I don't know about all that, but yeah, let's go.
All right. Which player was famous for his clothesline tackle? I think you probably the
Night
possible-
Train.
Yeah, Dick Night Train Lane. Yeah, the other options.
I don't even need that.
The other
I don't
options.
need the
were-
options.
Yeah, the other options were Simeon Rice.
I don't even
Patrick
need the options.
Peterson.
That's how I does it, Amanda. You see what I'm saying?
Freddie Joe Nunn or Simeon Rice says Lane's practice of tackling opponents about the head and neck, which was then a legal technique, was sometimes called the Night Train necktie. It later became known as the clothesline tackle, and of course, it's now prohibited. All right.
So who are you rooting for tonight?
Who am I rooting for?
Yeah.
Between Oklahoma State and Arizona State? I always root against Arizona State.
Yeah,
you kidding me?
Oh,
I'm a
there we
U of A
go.
Wildcat.
So I kind of feel like
Red and blue to my
we need
core.
a little. I feel like we need a little rivalry bet or something.
Hold on. First of all, for all you people that are, welcoming us to the Big 12, and Amanda, you've been a Big 12 fan, here's what you're about to get. You're about to get the meanest, ugliest, nastiest, most hate-filled rivalry of all of college sports.
Oh, yeah, the duel in the desert?
Yeah, without question. I don't care about Michigan, Ohio State,
Right.
Army, Navy.
Don't care about the Iron
The
Bowl.
duel in the desert.
Yeah.
ASU and U of A people hate each other.
Yep.
It's actual hate.
Actually, they're going to get another one, too. You know what that one? That's going to be the Holy War.
The Holy War. Yeah.
BYU, Utah.
That's nothing
They
compared.
hate each other, but we really hate each
That's
other.
nothing compared.
But they're getting a couple great rivalries.
They are getting a couple. It's a good rivalry, and they
Yeah.
usually play that early in the season. Ours is always the last game of the season.
Right.
More often than not, like there's a few times back in the day where the game meant something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll never forget that Chuck Cecil interception that just.
They returned it 106 yards. We wound up ruining your perfect season. Well, y'all still wound up getting the Rose Bowl victory.
Yeah, still,
I remember. I go back to 2014. That was a good matchup. That was for the Pac-12 South.
Yeah.
And then we wound up beating y'all, and then wound up going to the Fiesta Bowl that season. And
But that's what getting. That's what the Big 12 was getting. It's probably the most heated. Probably since the Red River is gone and Bedlam is gone, the duel in the desert is gonna take over. It's watch what happens in November.
All right, so that was the show. How well do you know your Arizona Cardinals? Marlon, he won that game. You had some really bad. You had some hard questions.
I feel like you guys
I didn't set you up. I didn't set you up. I promise
And
you.
you were like, let's do this.
All right, guys.
You got the doctor questions. I got the jock questions.
Yeah. He got the jock questions and he won. All right, coming up next, buckle up, folks. It's another entertaining, fun segment with the wacky one himself. It's Crazy Tracy Ting Yu live on the crossover KDUS 1060.